In the heart of Addis Ababa's busy Kirkos district, a towering symbol of Ethiopia's ambition is rising. This new skyscraper, set to become the headquarters of Ethiopian electric power, will stand 62 stories tall and cost around $445 million. When finished, it will be the tallest building in Ethiopia and all of sub-Saharan Africa, overtaking Johannesburg's Leonardo Tower by nearly 100 meters. More than just steel and glass, this project represents Ethiopia's drive to modernize and showcase its potential. It will house offices, rooftop gardens, restaurants and underground parking. Designed by Beirut's Dar al-Handasa, the tower aims for a LEED Gold certification, blending sleek architecture with energy efficiency. Construction began in early 2024 after delays caused by funding problems and foreign currency shortages left cranes idle and machinery silent. Now, the site bustles with renewed energy. Welders send blue sparks across beams, mixers churn concrete, and hundreds of workers, many from rural towns, labour under the sun. Together, they're building something that could redefine Ethiopia's global image. Just a few years ago, Addis Ababa's skyline was far humbler. In 2022, the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia Tower, at 209 meters, became the nation's first real skyscraper. It too faced financial hurdles and shipping delays, but eventually opened, standing as proof that Ethiopia could complete such ambitious projects. This new tower takes that ambition even further. Its scale required strict contractor qualifications. Only companies that had finished at least 3 projects worth over $370 million each and earned more than $230 million annually could bid. Ethiopia wanted no half measures. But there's pressure to deliver. From breaking ground to the planned opening in 2027, the timeline is tight. Every day demands careful coordination to balance speed with quality. At dawn, light fog hangs over old colonial buildings near Mexico Square, while trucks roll through quiet streets. The rising tower looms above fruit vendors and children peeking through fences. Inside the site, bulldozers push through rock. Engineers study plans on tablets, and cranes lift massive concrete blocks, casting long shadows. Workers pause under trees for tea breaks. Welders light up the steel skeleton, and foremen shout safety checks. On the 55th floor, crews secure beams for future sky gardens, nervously joking to ease their fear of heights. This isn't the polished story of corporate brochures. It's dusty, chaotic, slowed by equipment stuck at Djibouti port, suppliers demanding payments and families waiting on paychecks for school fees and groceries. Large projects like this stimulate the economy. They create thousands of jobs, attract investors, and help Addis Ababa compete with other global cities. After years of conflict, pandemic struggles and political instability, this tower signals that Ethiopia is serious about growth. Yet risks loom. Pouring nearly $500 million into one building raises tough questions. Could these funds have gone to rural clinics, schools, or irrigation? Ethiopia's reliance on foreign contractors and hard currency makes it vulnerable if global markets shift. Will businesses actually fill these pricey offices? Will local neighbourhoods thrive alongside the project or be pushed out by rising costs? This challenge isn't unique to Ethiopia. Across Africa, cities like Lagos, Nairobi and Cairo compete for taller towers to display national strength, often while many still lack basic services. It's a familiar global story. Cities build monuments of progress that sometimes overlook their most vulnerable citizens. Still, many argue such ambitious projects are how nations advance. They spur other investments. Universities, tech hubs and water systems often grow alongside modern infrastructure. In Egypt, the nearly 400-metre iconic tower hopes to anchor a new capital outside Cairo. Across Asia and Latin America, skyscrapers tell similar stories of countries striving for a place on the global stage. But Ethiopia's tower carries special weight. Beyond prestige, it will be the nerve centre of the country's power network, managing electricity to remote villages, running Nile turbines, and even exporting energy. In that sense, its height symbolises more than national pride. It represents light bulbs glowing in rural clinics and classrooms. Imagine, if you will, the year 2027. Ministers from across Africa tour marble halls. Ethiopian electric power staff meet in glass offices, planning to light up the continent. Guests sip coffee on wide terraces, overlooking Addis Ababa's patchwork of tin roofs stretching to green hills. If this building attracts new deals, improves the grid, and inspires young Ethiopians to study engineering, it could be worth every dollar. But if it ends half empty, piling up debt while local families see little change, it may become a symbol of misplaced priorities. In the end, every steel beam driven into Ethiopia's red earth is part of a larger story, one of hope, struggle, ambition, and the risks that come with dreaming big. When this tower finally reaches 327 meters, its shadow will fall across Addis Ababa. If Ethiopia manages it wisely, that shadow might stretch into history, telling the world of a nation determined to build a brighter, higher future.